Sorry. It's confusing, bro. They got us in a locker.
Ready for the game.
Who wants to kick it? Sarah? Lauren?
Oh, I can start. Right. Kevin, what did you see on that? There was that play where there was a few seconds left, and Trey had that turnover, and you're just kind of trying to get a stop in transition. What did you see on that final play, and what was your mindset with that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to make a play on the ball, make him finish over me. Kind of that situation, there's not much you can do but try to compete and go make a play, and he missed it short. Obviously the dominoes fell in our favor tonight at the end of the game, and made our free throws when we needed to.
Feel like you got away with them?
I don't. I mean, I never foul. I haven't fouled anybody in my life. I don't. I mean, to be honest, I went up, contest the shot. It was clean up top, and he came up short.
Chris Jack was talking about how, it's been fun watching you and Trey kind of grow up together between, before getting here over the last couple years. It just seems like the connection between you two is just spot on right now. Like, do you feel that? What was that kind of like, growing up with Trey?
Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of minutes together, played a lot of games together, lost a lot of games together, won a lot of games together. So yeah, I feel like this is game in years past that we haven't always won, and have a lot of guys out and had a lot of different guys step up. A lot of guys made shots when we needed to. Our bench was really good tonight. It's a good win for us.
There's a big difference with your numbers when you're playing with the reserves as opposed to the starters. Why do you feel like there is that discrepancy for you?
I think it's a role I've been in since I really came into the league. For the most part, it's one I'm comfortable in. I think starting games, getting a rhythm right away. Kind of over the course of my whole career, I feel like I've slowly worked my way into games, and it was an adjustment, obviously, coming off the bench, and I'm sure there's going to be opportunity for whether it's this year or the rest of my career at some point, coming off the bench, and something I got to continue to work on is having that energy right when I get in and being aggressive right when I get in. But I think I have good chemistry with these guys. John the same way, Trey, Clinton out for a little bit, but I think my chemistry with the first group's a little bit better, and it's something we're still getting with the second group when I'm out there, but just trying to win games.
Any more in the room for these two?
John, why do you feel like Kevin works well with the starting group?
Kevin works well with the starting group, works well with the second group, the reserves. You said whoever said the reserve. Kevin works well with everybody because he has a natural feel for the game. You know what I mean? And you can't teach that. If you're able to flow and to play within the rhythm regardless of whoever's on the court, that's effective. Kevin knows where to get his spots, where to get his shots off, unselfish, all that good stuff. So, the game's easy. I always try to tell him to calm down and just make the right decisions because he's going to get there. He can do whatever he needs to do. It's just, all about execution. So,
how important is it for a great team to have an unselfish type of player who's willing to make an extra pass, willing to do essentially whatever?
Yeah, it's essential. That's mandatory, needed, whatever you want to say for us to win games. As I said before, having multiple guys do that on a nightly basis, as well as having the talent that we have to win games.
TLC got to start tonight. What do you think about his game?
Another guy who comes in, plays unselfishly, plays hard, plays together. Out there giving his all on the defensive end. Might not make the big splash on offense, but all the little things TLC is doing, and those add up. So again, winning basketball.
Any more in the room? Stand by.
Uh-oh, what them boys doing?
They lost.
Awesome. On Zoom, we have a question from Cassidy Hubbard.
Thanks.
Hi, Kevin. So just back to what Sarah mentioned with how Trey talked about how you and him have this connection all the way back to your FIBA days. He described it as that you guys were overlooked players, and that's kind of what bonded you guys. How do you feel that chip on your shoulder, if you will, is translated to where the two of you are now in this situation together?
I mean, I would agree with that. I think Trey has always been one of the elite players of our grade, our class, and I feel like for the most part myself, I flew under the radar really until college and even coming to the league a little bit. But I'm not sure if I've ever used that as an external motivator. I feel like it's always I've just tried to prove myself for myself and be there for my teammates. And like I said before, I feel like me and Trey, we've been through a lot so far in our first 4 years. Played a lot of minutes together, been through a lot of games, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, and I still feel like we're growing. Growing along with this team, along with John. All three of us have been here the longest on this team, and we're just trying to continue to stack wins.
Well, I mean, given that, I guess this is going to go to both of you, if you don't mind, just your observations of what Trey's been doing these last 5 games, scoring over 30, 5 straight. I mean, I know there was some bumps in the road to start with the rule changes and everything with him getting into a flow, but how do you guys define the flow he's in right now?
That's Trey. You know what I mean? That's it's nothing that we, as to say, Kevin and I have been here for a while, and we haven't seen any difference or any slowdown in what Trey does. Trey's an elite scorer in this league, and he's been able to score the ball at a high level efficiently, as well as get his teammates involved. So, not to say that we're all impressed or we're not happy for him, but that's Trey. You know what I mean? And we expect greatness from him as he does from himself. So, we got to keep encouraging him to play well.
Yeah, I mean, his shot making is elite. I mean, the rule changes. He's one of those players I think was a poster child for a lot of the rule changes, and he's answered the bell really, at every point. I mean, his shot making in big moments. He gets in the lane. There's a lot of times we're going back on defense laughing, kind of just hitting crazy shots and his deep threes. So he's answered the bell. He's carried us at times, and the better he is, I think the better everyone else is.
Thank you both.
Next up on Zoom, we have Louis Acosta.
Good evening, John. It's a question for you. It's Luis Enrique Acosta from Compendio Deportivo. How do you describe this season so far?
If I was to, describe it shortly, obviously didn't necessarily start, the best way, but I feel like the resiliency in this team and what we've been able to do to put ourselves back into contending position just shows you the ability that our team has to win games, but it also shows you the reality of how harsh this league is and how much better the Eastern Conference has gotten. So, we just need to steady the ship and continue to win games the right way.
Thank you.
Final Zoom question goes to Christos Saltas.
Hello, guys. Congratulations on the win. John, you already won with different ways so far in this season. What represents about you guys as a team?
Sorry, say that again, Christos. I have different what?
Yeah, you won with different ways so far in this season. What it represents about you guys, about that group from your perspective?
You're saying win games in different ways, right? Just to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it shows you the versatility of this team. Not only were we able to win different games, but we had a new coach today. So shout out to CJ, my guy, Chris Jant coming in today and taking over for coach. Not only do we have versatility on our player side from top to bottom offensively, but we're able to change mindsets and just lock in. As I said, the resiliency of this team is what makes us so good, as well as the depth and versatility. So we just got to steady the course, Christos.
And also, Kevin, how hungry you are as a group to make something special this season?
Yes, young and hungry. Young to win in this league and to accomplish something, to prove ourselves, and we're going to get there.
Thank you very much. Keep up.